YouTube, another video, same area, bored out of my mind. People don't socialize that much anymore. Just go to the gym, go to grocery stores, joined a meetup group. We used to we go see movies. Not many people show up, but so at least there's at least one person, and sometimes he brings his wife, and we at least, he's a little bit older than me, but he at least is someone to talk to, and him and his wife are friendly, so there's that. But anyway, I just wanted a quick video about how all these conservative bros in the manosphere, they need to shut the fuck up and embrace more left-leaning policies. I know the problem is there's a lot of main character syndrome. You see this with like very militant feminist women too, but it's the same thing with these militant manosphere terminally online dudes. They all think that they would be a multimillionaire if it wasn't for like feminism or something. And I have criticisms of feminism when it comes to I don't think feminist women are for ending gender roles as much as they think that they are. And that is a huge criticism I have for them, and that means there is a reason to give some level of pushback to it. However, you're not going to be, the feminism is not the reason why, and Social Security is not the reason why you're poor. It's just not. And anybody who thinks that in this day and age, you're not going to succeed. Okay, you're not going to succeed in a more quasi, Trumpism, economy, libertarian, techno bro shit. You're not going to succeed in it. You're going to be broke. Things are going to be more expensive, and all of your money is going to funnel its way to the top even faster. The big beautiful bill is fucking stupid. There's nothing for working people in there. There's nothing for younger men in there. Donald Trump conned younger men, and to some degree younger women, to voting for him. And you need to just accept the fact that, okay, I get it. There's maybe some men out there saw Kamala Harris just like, it's funny. You saw this same shit 10 years ago with Hillary Clinton, where there's a lot of men out there they're lonely, they're isolated, and they view a woman becoming a president as this like tipping point where, men are completely gone forever and you'll never have power in your life. And the thing is like, that's not the issue. The issue is everybody is addicted to the internet. And again, in the social media age, I do think that there are a lot of older people, especially older boomer types, that don't realize the dynamic between men and women amongst the under 40-year-old crowd or so has changed a lot. And a lot of it is, women have a lot of power that, men don't. There's not inequality there. Okay. There are some issues to criticize older people and thinking that we still, live in a structure that is like completely patriarchal. It's just not true. Maybe at the tippity top with boardrooms and stuff, but the boardrooms are old people anyway. There's not a lot of 32-year-olds in a boardroom. So it's a little bit of a, lagging indicator, so to speak. Give it 15 years, 20 years, and I think things might change a little bit. But the thing is that I do think that there is some reasons to push back on ending of gender roles is not as simple as just legislated away. So yes, I agree with the people who criticize, militant feminism in that regard. However, there's a lot of people who think that Trump's going to make their life better, and he's not. Kamala maybe wouldn't make your life that much better, but she would have been better than Trump because Trump's making your life worse. I don't think Kamala would be doing all this shit. She wouldn't be talking about maybe invading Iran. Guess who's going to go fight in Iran if we have to go there? Younger men. She wouldn't have fucking talked. The big beautiful bill never would have happened under Kamala. And if you're, I'm not even talking about Medicaid people, the poorest of the poor. Again, people making $50K, $60K, you're paycheck to paycheck pretty much. I don't know anybody really saving that much who's making that kind of salary, and the most people I know are making around that money. And it's gonna affect you. You're gonna become the new poor, and then people will call you lazy and call you stupid. This is ridiculous. The online, yes, there needs to be a branch of the left that is focused on men's issues, and some of men's issues is caused by, I hate to say it, but women not really for ending gender roles as much as they say. I do mean that. It is a criticism I have. I've asked out women older than me. I've asked out women who make more money than me. Okay, I've never been intimidated by women in that regard. I'm actually, I don't think I'd be a stay-at-home. I don't think I necessarily would want to be a stay-at-home husband and father. I'd still like to do some level of outside world contribution myself. However, I would never say no to a woman who makes more than me. And of course, that means if one of us did have to stay at home, it would probably then be me in that theoretical relationship. But, and I would have to, I don't know if I could do that, but I have to, let's wait for the women to actually start being, asking us out and stuff. So I do think that women need to understand that ending of gender roles is not just like be nice to some woman wearing baggy clothes or some man wearing, painted fingernails or something. It's like, that's just like, okay, sure, be nice to those people. I mean, there's LGBT people at my job, and I'm not rude to them, and I want them to have a humanity, for fuck's sake. But it's more about like, also, friendships and, romantic partnerships. And I know that the left doesn't want to talk about that, but it needs to be talked about a little bit more. Because, you can't be a stay-at-home husband or wife if you're not in a relationship. That's kind of, part of the, the if-then statement. It's like, if you're married, you can be a stay-at-home spouse. Anyway, but I wanted to say that, so yes, I have a criticism of the dating game and people being a little bit hypocritical about, quote, ending gender roles. However, Trump's on the Epstein list, guys. I mean, so, all those people making the Hillary Clinton memes and stuff. Well, I'm sorry, but everybody should know that Trump is just as guilty as Bill Clinton ever was. Okay, yeah, sure, everybody knew Bill Clinton liked slinging his dick everywhere. We all know that. But so does Trump. All right, Trump, again, Trump married multiple times, and again, people in the online dating manosphere who complain about, boomers double dipping into the dating pool, dating women younger than them, and divorcing their wives. When they married a boomer, she got old, they divorced. He dated a woman younger. These people, Donald Trump did that. Donald Trump is a very old boomer. He was born like right after World War II, a few years. He married Melania Trump, who I believe was born in like 70 or 71. That's like 5 years into Gen X. So that's like a whole generation and change of a difference. Again, I believe I'm closer to I was born in the early 90s. I'm closer to Melania Trump's age than Donald Trump is. Not by much, but a little bit. So I don't know. Are you guys are people just trying to are these like broke ass dudes who have an internet connection and they press F5 on Twitter and YouTube all day? Are these people just trying to live vicariously through Trump? And they think that they're living his life or something? It's bizarre. MAGA is truly a cult. So anyway, Trump's on the Epstein list. Doesn't surprise me one fucking bit. And the online, you're starting to see it a little bit with some of these bro podcasters where they're starting to realize, oh shit. But I've been saying it for years now. I've only been on this channel for about a year, but I've been saying it for years amongst a few friends and people that I talk to. Right-wing politics is not going to make, as a younger dude, youngish, I would still say I'm not quite middle-aged. I'd say middle-age starts at 35. I guess I'm getting close to that, but anyway, Younger men should not be voting for Trump. It's just, he's not going to make your life better. He's going to make your life worse in every conceivable way, and then he's going to fuck your women. Just my thoughts, and I'm out.